Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
So if you're worried at night and you want to go to sleep, there's this new method called cognitive shuffling. And you're supposed to think of 4 words that don't have much to do with each other and just keep repeating them, such as elephant bread, yo-yo candle, something like that. And it just distracts you and helps you get to sleep or put your anxieties away. I think there might be something to that.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, Philippians 4 is undefeated.
It is.
It's undefeated. And so Paul says, be anxious for nothing. We talk about this all the time because anxiety is a huge issue for our whole culture. Be anxious for nothing. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need. And then thank him for all he's done. So it's that 2-step thing.
Right.
Tell him what you need, and then thank him. And then it says his peace, which exceeds anything in our experience, will guard our hearts. How good is that? It's a great note from Mike. He said, I heard you say, he was listening, he said, I heard you say when you don't feel God's presence, you still tell him what you're thankful for. And it's helpful. He said, that's been so simple and profound for me. I've practiced it and I appreciate it. And he said, I've been counting my blessings, and you two are definitely on that list. I especially appreciate that you are funny. I appreciate anybody who's funny. I so need people who are funny in my life. Anytime you want to say something funny, please feel free to do so.
All right.
So my response to that is that incidentally, Mike, it is my plan to be funny in 2025.
Okay, it is.
Yep.
All right, good.
It might happen anytime. It could be late spring, maybe the fall, but I will. That is my plan.
Just to be funny at some point?
Yeah, I'll give you a heads up.
Okay, good. Please do. Can I do a follow-up on what Mike said about feeling God?
Yeah.
Mine has been, because I've been talking with friends about what do you know about Jesus now that you didn't know in 2023, or you didn't realize in 2023. And feelings are a big thing for me in 2024, rather, of not feeling God and not having to, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm Pentecostal and I'm charismatic and I'm used to all the stuff, right? And so, but I've had, frankly, some health challenges where feelings are everywhere.
Yeah, right.
And so I can't, where you could trust, oh, that's God. Now, I don't, you know what I mean? He can't possibly be telling me to punch this person at Burger King. So that means I may be a little off with my radar. I'm going to have to depend on his faithfulness and his word. And I told my mom what I had to say to myself was, I don't have to feel like the car is in the garage. The car's in the garage because I put the car in the garage, and I know the car's in the garage.
Right.
I don't have to keep. I don't need goosebumps for that.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I know where it's at because that's where it's at.
Right.
And that has been such a, I would not have wanted the circumstance that brought that about, but I'm very grateful. It has strengthened my relationship with him. And so I thank you, and I thank people who have written in and talked about how, that's not something that you feel all the time, because in my world it was, and you were impugned if you didn't. And to hear people say, I'm going to practice daily faithfulness. I'm going to double down on that. I'm going to double down on things that don't have to do with feeling. At this time in my life, I'm so grateful that I had that word of, even when you said, maybe God wants you to grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's not about that feeling anymore. Maybe it is just about, I know what I know who he is. And regardless of my feelings, up, down, left, right can change literally in 22 seconds. He's still the same.
Yeah, maybe the feelings are like training wheels for some people, or maybe that's putting it in too bad of a light even. But what I did want to say is it's interesting that you're moving that way and experience. My experience, I'm literally talking about actually hearing from God. Yeah. And maybe I do hear from him, which I would have said, no, I never do, except I don't, yeah. So I'm moving that way.
Yeah. Well, to me, again, that's the beauty of relationships with people with whom you don't have. And when I say cultural, I'm not even talking about racial. I'm just talking about you come from different backgrounds.
Right.
That's the beauty of it, is that we get to talk, because I always thought you heard from God from the very beginning. When you would say no, I knew. And I knew because of my background, right? And I could identify, no, I know that's God, right? And so I think when you have different people in your life, if I didn't have you in my life, or if I didn't have, frankly, the listeners, responding to you saying, yeah, that's me too in my life, then I'm locked in this, nothing wrong with it, but I'm locked in my cultural understanding of things. Yeah. And now I have despair, because I'm like, well, I used to feel God, but now my emotions are all over the map. What am I going to do? But now I have people who say, no, this is how I handle that. And then I'm like, okay, then I can literally turn my feelings off from that and not need them.
Don't need them, right.
Because I can't trust them. Right. So there's nothing I can do with that right now, and then just double down on daily faithfulness. So,
yeah, that's a good lesson to learn. I'm sorry, of course, about trials.
I'm grateful. Well, that's what he said, count it all joy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the proving of your faith.
Now, is there ever time where that could be God telling you to punch somebody at Burger King?
I
think it's interesting. You know what? I wanted to do that to the Burger King. Remember from the ad campaign?
Yes, you wanted to punch him?
The spooky guy that kept showing up in the ads?
Did you feel like
I think everybody did.
Did you think he was spookier than Ronald McDonald?
Yeah, and I think they even made light of it.
Really?
Yeah, after a while, like they became self-aware that
he was
their own
creepy king.
Yeah, right. You don't remember those ads? They were like leaning into it.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
Everybody hates him.
He was a little sinister.
Really scary. Yeah,
I'll take a Whopper.
Call it what it is.
Hey, this is Brant, and I have something you should know about. This is actually some very practical advice I'm going to give you. I'm almost proud of myself, although I have no responsibility for how awesome this actually is. America's Christian Credit Union. It's a totally different way of banking. I mean, it has all the usual conveniences. They got credit and debit cards and loans for all sorts of stuff. They're great for car loans, by the way, savings accounts, all that stuff. But it's different because they use our money for good, for things I support. This is like one very easy way to be a blessing to people. America's Christian Credit Union funds all sorts of good things like adoptions, all sorts of ministries. It's a nonprofit. We get the benefits of a great credit union, but it helps people. I believe that is what is called a win-win. They're rock solid too. They've been around since the 1950s. So you should look into it. It's americaschristiancu.com/Brant. They have a special bonus if you go to that link. It's americaschristiancu.com/BRANT.
I was reading best resolutions for the new year, and some of them sounded really good.
Okay.
This one, I don't know. It says, decide that you're not going to give up. Never. I'm like, you know what? That sounds cool. And I get it. I like Churchill and stuff.
Right.
But giving up, man, there's a lot to be said for it in some ways.
Yes. Is it Seth Godin? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said something like, yes, you do have to give up sometimes.
Yeah, you got to give up.
And he talked about like when you're in a cul-de-sac, like that's that.
That's when you give up. Yeah. Like, okay, I can't continue through this person's yard. Right? I tried to hang this cabinet door one time. I was so bad at that stuff. But like eventually I had to give up. I was going to destroy the entire entire kitchen.
Yeah.
And I asked a friend for help. Mm-hmm. And then he did it.
So yes, sometimes you do have to give up.
Sometimes you get the old white flag is sometimes underrated. Maybe this is you. You're facing a big decision and you do believe in God. And you would really like him to tell you what to do. Right? I mean, he could so easily do something, write it out in the sky, do something, make it obvious. He could do that. Why not? Maybe, because I've thought about that before too. Like, hey, Lord, please help me. And like, there's no sign, there's no definite door closing or opening.
Right.
Maybe he wants us to grow up. Just throwing that out there. Maybe he wants us to do our best with what we have and the wisdom that he's given us.
And he said, I'll never leave you.
Never going to leave us. Yep. He'll go with us whichever direction we're going, but it helps us to become more mature. Like this is what you do as you grow. So this is really good news if you take it to heart, I promise. Like, and maybe you've thought about this before, we've talked about it on the show, but a friend of mine reminded me about this. Like, we try to fix our actions all the time. Mm. Like, okay, stop doing this, start doing that, stop, stop it. Like, I need force of will here.
Right.
Whether it's stuff like we feel guilty about, or we think, okay, that's sinful, I want to stop it, or like, totally get that. But all of that stuff's downstream from our thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
So it's about changing our thought life. And then the feelings and actions follow on from that. And that's really true. Jesus even said that so many different ways. Like, look, you guys, you Pharisees look good on the outside with your outside actions, but I know what's on the inside. You got to clean out the inside first. Like, take care of that first. And then the other stuff comes naturally. Yeah, maybe it's you too. I've been in situations where I'm like, God, what do I do? Should I do this or should I do that? I have no idea. Oh, no, why don't you tell me? Show me. Make me, give me a sign. It can be frustrating. But I think now I understand it. God wants us to naturally just do things, not to have to be told everything. Mm-hmm. Like, if you have to give us a sign for everything. It's like if you have your own kid. Mm-hmm. I don't want to tell my son, okay, now take a drink of water. Okay, put the cup down. Now grab your fork. And now, like, just, no, I want you to be you.
Grow into these things.
Yeah, I want you to grow up, and I'll grant you wisdom. He wants us to be connected to him. He also wants us to grow up. Another thing from the Bible I've read before maybe, but didn't really think about it too much. I think it's really cool because it's about us in some ways. But there's a story in 2 Kings. Sherry probably knows it. Okay. But it's wild, and it's short, but it says the king of Aram was at war with Israel. After conferring with his officers, he said, I will set up my camp in such and such a place. That's what it says, such and such a place.
Okay. And the place is not important to the story.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
The point is blah, blah, blah place. The man of God, who is Elisha, sent word to the king of Israel, beware of passing that place because the Arameans are going down there. So the king of Israel checked on that place indicated by Elisha. Time and again, Elisha warned the king so that he was on his guard in such places. So Aram's over here. Yeah. Elisha's over here with the king of Israel. And everything Aram's planning, Elisha's telling king of Israel. Yes. Which is weird.
This is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This enraged the king of Aram. How do they know everything I'm thinking? He summoned his officers and demanded of them, tell me, which of us is on the side of the king of Israel? I got a traitor here. Somebody is leaking information. Who is it? And they said, none of us, my lord and the king, said one of the officers. But Elisha, the prophet who is in Israel, tells the king of Israel the very words you speak in your bedroom. Go find out where he is, the king ordered, so I can send men and capture him. The report came back. He's in Dothan. Then he sent horses and chariots and a strong force there. They went by night and surrounded the city. When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, so this is the servant of Elisha. Yes. Next morning, he sees an army with horses and chariots, who had surrounded the city. Oh, no, my lord, what shall we do? The servant asked. And the prophet said, don't be afraid. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them. But you can't see anybody. The servant is looking at, there's nobody on our side. Right. There's all these people. And Elisha's like, no. And Elisha prayed, open his eyes, Lord, it says, so that he may see. Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Because it tells you that we don't see everything. We know that, but there's an unseen realm, which we talk about a lot.
Talking about, yeah.
All of this stuff that's going on around us, it's real. Just because you don't see it doesn't make it unreal.
And Elisha has a peace.
Yes.
Because he knows.
Right.
Right? And it goes to what you have been talking about, which is, I don't have less information.
No, he's got more.
I have more information.
Not lack of information.
Yes.
The servant has a lack of information.
That's right.
But Elisha has more, so he's not at all bothered. And he's like, don't be afraid. But I love that idea that there's reality that's empirical to us with our limited range of senses. And then there's also reality that's deeper. And it's going on simultaneously. And this is, the Bible is just popping with these sort of stories. Like Jacob, he's doing this and then he has a vision and then he actually sees reality. It's so real that it leaves him with a limp, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
He gets into wrestling. So just a reminder, there's so much more going on around us than we can possibly see.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.